going on? This is Sparring Sessions podcast. It's been a couple weeks since we've done an interview, and I'm Will, as you know me, and I'm here with UFC fighter Andre Petroski, and he's got a fight this weekend. How are you feeling, man? How are you feeling after that fight?
I feel great. I mean, we flew in 3 nights ago, so pretty adjusted to the time difference. I don't feel jet lagged anymore. I felt a little rough the first day, but all things considered, like weight's good. Like I know that's what everybody says, but nah, I got no complaints.
Yeah, man, I was here typing up stuff for the interview, and the last thing I wanted to do was ask you, how's your weight cut going? Because they probably you probably get asked that about 40 times during your fight week.
Yeah,
Uh,
the three questions that every fighter gets like all the time is like, how you feeling? Are you ready? How's your weight? Are you gonna win?
Dude, for myself, man, one thing I absolutely hate telling fighters is good luck. I like to tell them perform well. You know what I mean? I kind of hate saying good luck to fighters. It's just, I don't know. It's something I just hate saying. So I always think of that when that happens. But before we get into your fight this weekend, I want to talk about, this is you're going to be your 12th fight. And I don't think people talk, or 12th fight in the UFC. I don't think people talk about how active you are because you fight roughly three times a year. And that's pretty active for, this day and age. A lot of guys fight once, twice a year, but yeah, you're averaging roughly three fights a year. How's that feel? Is that something you want to do, or are you just taking any opportunity you can get?
Yeah, I'm very happy with the UFC. I'm very happy with how active they've kept me. I'm grateful that when there's a short notice opportunity that comes in, they call me first. Like I love that.
Yeah.
Like I want that opportunity. Yeah, it's great. They this came up maybe like a week or two after they offered me the rematch with Pereira. But it was on like 2 weeks notice. Like I couldn't make weight in 2 weeks. So then they offered me this. It was like maybe 4.5, 5 weeks notice. It was perfect. So I had never been to Australia, and I was just excited. It was a cool opportunity.
Yeah, I think you've taken a couple fights on short notice. I was at your fight in Denver, I believe. Did you take that fight against Fremd on short notice? I think it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I think I had a month. I think I had like a decent amount of time to get ready for the fight. It wasn't anything crazy.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I feel like every other fight you have, something they talk about is you taking that on short notice, and even though it's not 5 days or 5 hours, but 4 or 5 weeks, that's still a pretty short notice compared to a normal 8 to 10 week camp. With you, with this being your 12th fight in the UFC, you're fighting a guy that's making his debut. How does that make you feel when that name comes across your emails?
I don't really think much of it. I just see it as an opportunity to get another win and another paycheck.
Hey, that's all the reason you need then.
Yeah.
Uh, it- he asked for a fight directly after his Contender Series fight. How soon did they give you his name after his
I
fight
think
on Contenders?
a couple days or maybe a week. Yeah, I remember when they offered, I was like, I don't know who that is, and then I looked him up, and he had fought like the previous week on the Contender Series. So then I looked him up, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe they offered it to a couple other people first, and they said no. I'm not really sure what happened behind the scenes, but yeah, I was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
It's fair enough. Your two fights ago, you fought Rodolfo Vieira, and I think you showed a lot of improvement with your striking. How do you plan to implement that in this fight with Ralston, who's going to be bigger, longer? Well, I'll just
So
roll back into.
yeah, I think there's a lot to take from the Hidalgo fight too, but more so from the Shabazian fight. Like Edmund was a taller opponent, rangier kickboxer, kind of a little bit different, but similar to Ralston, at least in body type. And I think I can take a lot from that fight. Um, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think.
I don't think Ralston's going to try to take me down. That's for sure. But I mean, I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but I don't think it'd be very smart for him to try to take me down.
Yeah, he's shown some grappling chops. Like he's definitely got a few submissions on his resume, but we've seen him, kind of get manhandled against Therese Finney, and I
Yeah,
don't think Therese Finney is as good of a wrestler as you are, especially when it comes
yeah,
to control. And he was controlling the shit out of him. And
yeah,
his fights after that fight, he didn't really fight anybody that was able to put him in that place that Finney was, or even
yeah,
really attempt to. Um, I mean, 11 fights in, we know what your bread and butter is. You want to, wrestle him, control him, look for a finish. What areas do you want to avoid with Cam, especially uh, maybe on the ground, on the feet? Like what specific areas would you want to avoid?
I think uh, he's pretty dangerous in the clinch. He throws good knees and good elbows, so I think that that's a position where maybe I don't want to avoid it, but I can't be lazy. I got to
Yeah,
stay sharp.
yeah, I definitely understand that, man. I think this is a really good opportunity for you. I don't think that takedowns will be hard to find against this guy. And and I know as a guy that's interviewing you, I'm definitely not a pro at this, but I don't mind showing bias. We're from similar areas, so I'll definitely root for you. Uh,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I appreciate
Um,
that, brother.
yeah, no doubt, man. I see you around town from from time to time. You know what I mean? Um, that's always cool.
Where you at?
I live in Brookhaven, so
Gotcha.
definitely not. Yeah, I remember we were talking in Denver, and I think your girlfriend knows a few people I know, and from like
Yeah, yeah.
Chai and stuff. That so yeah, man, we're from around the same bit.
Hell yeah.
And I know you get asked this question a bunch. How do you see yourself winning Saturday or Sunday morning? That'll be for you.
I'm getting back in the finish column. I haven't got had a finish in a while, but I'm getting a finish.
Oh yeah, man. Uh, How do you feel about fighting on Sunday morning? Like, how have you adjusted like your sleep schedule? Have you tried to like peak in the last month, around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. When you're training? Have you tried to train earlier in the morning, or are you just going status quo?
Yeah, we it's like a coincidence. It wasn't on purpose, but John in Philly switched the sparring to 9 a.m. Actually, all the practices are at 9 a.m. now. Instead of it used to be it was 11, then it was 10:30, and now it's then it was 10. Now it's 9 a.m. So as much as I don't love like waking up in the morning and sparring, that's what we've been doing, and it's a good thing that we have just because now like it's a little bit different here because I'm like we're waking up at like 5 a.m. anyway,
Yeah,
just from like being the time difference, but which is perfect because if you're waking up if you're gonna fight at 9 o'clock, you want to wake up at 5 a.m. You don't
yeah,
want
be
to
able to
wake
get a
up at
shakeout and all that good stuff.
yeah, you don't want to wake up at 8 and then fight at 8:30.
Nah, man,
Yeah.
that's definitely not enough time. Who did you drag out to Australia with you, man, to take that long monster fight? Who's in your
Yeah,
corner?
so I got I got one of my buddies from the gym, one of my training partner, Manny Bell. He's an amateur, but he's 6'3". He's long striker, just like Rouston. So we drug him out here. He's been a trooper. Um, yeah, so check him out, Manny Bell. We're gonna get him a
Manny Bell.
fight. Yeah, once we get back home, we're gonna get him a fight. He's a beast. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then my head coach Eddie Torres, he always comes with me.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I definitely was gonna ask about that. I met Eddie out in Denver when we were out there. Me, him, and
Yeah,
Sean, I think Sean is name, I think.
yeah,
We were
Sean
out on the
O'Malley. Yeah,
yeah,
he got a job. He just finished the police academy. He got a job up
that's
North
cool.
Jersey. So yeah, we
Yeah,
miss him.
man.
Sean was a good dude.
You should ask Eddie, man. We experienced the worst nightlife Denver had to offer. It was it was pretty bad, man.
Wow.
It was pretty bad in Denver. But Yeah, man. Australia seems cool. I heard Perth isn't the most exciting place to be in Australia, but I think being in Australia in general
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Nah,
Uh,
Sydney was beautiful. Like we did Palm Beach was the one, and then we did Bondi. There was like a walk, a coast walk in Bondi,
mm,
Bondi Beach. Honestly, beautiful. And there's not like a whole lot going on in Perth from what I've seen so
yeah,
far, but every morning we wake up and I see the sunrise here. Let me see if I can turn this around. We're right on the water. So
it's pretty sweet.
the sun rises right on this water. It's pretty nice. I wake up, make a
Uh,
cup of coffee, and yeah, it's pretty sweet.
it's pretty cool,
Watch the
man.
sunrise. Yeah.
I think I've asked you all the important stuff. I just wanted to tell you that I've never spoken to you about this, but it's pretty inspiring to see you do this. I've said this to Jared Gordon as well. My dad and people in my family had a lot of issues with addiction and things specifically that you were, hooked on or whatever. My dad was there. I didn't meet my dad till I was a teenager because of that stuff, and he's all clean now. But I really really like seeing guys like yourself, Jared Gordon, or other guys that are speaking outwardly. I don't think I think more recently you've been speaking more about it, but it's definitely inspiring to see that kind of stuff, and I really appreciate that coming from a dude. I grew up in Chester, dude. Like I didn't see a lot of great stuff growing up, but yeah, man, it's good to see guys like you succeed in life. So I appreciate you doing that.
Thank you, brother. Those are some kind words. Yeah, it's good. I'm just partnering with the Karen Foundation. So
Yeah.
they have a treatment facility in Redding, and then they have another one in Del Rey, Florida. And I just partnered with them. I'm gonna have my own foundation where to get people into treatment. So anybody that wants to get into treatment, I can get them in if they have insurance, and if they don't have insurance, we're gonna be sponsoring people to get into treatment. So like there's no excuse. Like you can, if anybody wants help out there, my goal is to make it like I can get you help. Like anyone can have access to the help they need, and that's kind of our goal. And we did a couple other things. Like we've been doing some brain testing stuff with Karen, just because like they have like a lot of a lot of really good technology. um, Karen historically was like a cash only treatment center. They were like kind of like the Passages Malibu.
Mm,
Like you seen the, I was an addict, but now I'm not. So like Karen was
yeah.
like historically cash only, like for celebrities, but recently they started taking insurance, and now they take all insurance, and they got they got a huge facility, and they're doing big things. I'm like really excited to be working with them. And yeah, like I mean, I still have family and friends that are still out there getting high. Um, it was really important to me that I was able to like that I'm going to be able to help these people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what it sounds corny, but like what good is it if I was able to find my way out of, or God helped me find my way out of all that, and I don't, give back and try to help others. It just doesn't make sense. So I'm really excited to work with Karen, and yeah, if there's anybody that's struggling, and I've been there, and doesn't know where to look, like I mean, I can get anyone into treatment now. So that's like a huge,
That's awesome, dude.
that's something I'm excited about.
I think a lot of people, like especially with myself, that might not live somewhere as close to as you and I do to a place like Kensington. Because like I'm sure you drive through that place, multiple times a week.
Yeah.
It is not fun. It's a harsh reality, and yeah, man, it's been awesome to see you and people like you that have gone through similar things succeed in the UFC. It's called the Karen Foundation.
Yep, Caron. Yeah, we got like a whole video coming out on Thursday.
Cool, man. I look forward to that, dude. And I and dude, I know this is like the smallest channel possible, but dude, I really appreciate you coming on. And I don't want to say I wish you luck, but I really hope you fight well, and I'm sure you will, my man. So it was good talking to you, and fight well on Sunday morning, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
Peace.